Terrible situations. A thing that we all experience every now and again. Hello, whoa, what was that? Hey everyone, my name is Jordan, or TheFearRaiser, and welcome to RaiserVerse, the show where we bring your stories to life. Animated, you get it. All our stories come from our subreddit page, RaiserVerse, or from our email down in the description below. So if you want your stories to get a chance to get animated on our show, be sure to submit them, again, all down in the description. And if you want to keep up to date with the videos on this channel, be sure to hit subscribe and click the bell button to always be on top of the latest videos. In today's episode, we count down our pick for the top 5 worst things to happen from the stories that you guys submitted to us. Also accompanying me on narrating the stories is the man himself, Coolie Sushi.
Hey guys, Coolie Sushi here. I'll be narrating some of these stories for you guys.
Starting from number 5 is a story titled A Huge Fight by Solar Drag Neil.
This is a story where I witnessed a huge fight. It was around when I was younger, but I don't really remember how young. I was going to the shop with my mother to get some food or something. We were walking up the shopping center or the mall when I noticed this group of people just chilling. Some were smoking and one was reading, so let's call the guy reading Ty. Then this guy comes out. He looks pretty angry too. Let's call him Sam. Next thing you know, Sam attacks Ty. Sam punched him, and then all the other people around them join in. I was scared out of my mind, so I was begging my mom if we could go the other way. Then suddenly, some started running, and the rest followed. They ran in the same direction as well. The next day, my mom checked the newspaper, and she saw that the people that were fighting the other day were in the newspaper, and we were in the background of the picture. And that's how I remember that story.
This next story is submitted by Squeaky the Geek. So basically, when I was 3 years old, I was living in a little village in Senegal, Africa. I was there because my parents were missionaries. Anyways, this one day when I was playing with some of my friends that were from the village, a cart pulled by a donkey went by. All of my friends looked at it and froze in surprise. They all thought it looked pretty exciting, so they all ran towards it at the same time. I was really confused why they found this cart so exciting until they all jumped onto it. Now, them being older and more experienced in cart jumping than I did, they knew how. But my 3-year-old naive self did not. I ran to try the same thing, but I jumped into a moving wheel. My leg scratched and I got stuck and I went under the cart. Honestly, I don't know how I came out of that alive with only bruises and a scratch on my leg. My parents say that it is not true, but they did not see it happen. They only saw the aftermath and bruises. A lot of things happened to me in Africa, but this one comes to mind first.
On number 3, our story is titled The Day I Lost My Sight by Amestra14. Basically, this story starts with being in the 7th and 8th grade. Not sure exactly. I remember that this was a bit before gym class and we were going to have to go outside instead of being in the school. But that's besides the point. Basically, I was ready for class. Me and my classmates were waiting for the teacher to show up for class, and while we waited, me and a guy thought, let's play catch, no harm there, innocent and all, with his friends. Just to add before I get to the point of this story, there was one guy in my class, blonde, that basically always thought he was the boss and all, and for some reason, he never liked me, and always liked to make fun of me with his friends. Like every chance he got, man. Basically, while playing catch, this guy was it, and came after me, calling me names while trying to catch me. But he did not only catch me, he threw me with all of his strength. I fell and got caught in the goal net before I could catch him, and with my frustration and anger at him, I got out of the net and ran after him, and basically he just ran away. I got so mad I said, "Now you run, don't you, you coward! You son of a..." Those last 4 words made him stop. Came towards, basically like fixing his eyes on me, and I knew what I had said, but I didn't feel sorry for it. But that look he gave me did get me a little scared at the time. He then asked me to repeat what I said, and I said it again loud and clear. Next thing I knew, 2 of his pals obeyed his orders and grabbed me, putting me on my knees in front of him, and he basically grabbed my head and punched me 5 times in my right eye. Those 5 punches were enough for my right eye to swell, enough to cover my right eye entirely. I literally could not see from my eye because it was covered and swollen so badly. After that, I went to the infirmary, and they gave me ice and called my mom. I had to go back to class while waiting, and during that class, that guy, that bully, still came to me and apologized for what he did, in a laughing manner, of course. I was so mad at him at that point. Basically, later on, I got better and had to put up with him until the 9th grade. I never saw him again, and hopefully I never will.
This next story is submitted by EnderDragging9990. Nice name. This took place about a year ago, and I always go to Colorado for the summer and winter, and we have a trampoline and there is a huge drop leading down to it below my balcony. You'd think I might fall off, but no. It was snowing, and I looked off the balcony and I saw a trampoline covered in the snow. And I thought to myself, I wonder how much fun it would be if I were to jump off and land on a trampoline. I jumped off and went in a cannonball, but ended up breaking through the trampoline. A few bones and a bit of my tailbone. You'd think I wouldn't do it again, learning my lesson, but no! I went back and I did it again during the summer, and I broke off the rest of my tailbone.
Ooh, ouch.
And our number 1 story on this list is How I Almost Drowned by SlenderBoy500.
So it was a casual day, and I was at my friend's house, just hanging out. After I came home, I saw that my dad had fallen asleep since, well, I was gone out all day swimming at the lake during 2016. Great year, by the way. And I wasn't a very good swimmer, so this is essentially what happened. When I was 9, me and my friend Gage really wanted to go swimming, so we went to a lake outside of our neighborhood. This lake we went to was about 7 feet deep, and we were only 4 feet tall at the time, so we weren't allowed to go out too far. While Gage and I both knew this, we made sure to not go too far because it was dangerous. But while we were playing though, Gage accidentally kicked me and I started to float off into the middle of the lake and started drowning and screaming. I was in shock. Luckily, at the time, someone nearby saw me drowning and came swimming as fast as he could to rescue me and brought me back to the shore. I blacked out. When I woke up, Gage told me I was revived by the man who saved my life. When I went home, my dad got really upset after he found out what happened and had no idea where we were. After what happened, I went to bed and told myself I'm never going to swim again.
Well guys, there you have it, another episode of Raiserverse where we bring your stories to life. If you guys want your stories to potentially get chosen for the next episode, be sure to submit your stories through the Reddit subpage we've got down in the description below, or of course the email, which is also down there as well. And also, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on this video to show your support. Thank you guys again for submitting your stories and making this show possible. Thank you to Cooley Sushi for animating this video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, take care and have a great day.